I want to deeply share with you how important integrity is to be a priority in your life. Because without integrity, we wouldn't know what we desire from life and what we truly deserve from others. With integrity, it shows us who we truly are and who we truly allow ourselves to mold into. What is going on, awakened ones? Welcome to another episode on the love of wisdom. Now, if you've been following me on this journey, you're loved dearly by me. If you're new to this channel, my name is Brittany. What I do is I assist people in awakening their power to find the infinite love within themselves. Now, today, actually, I just want to share one more thing with you. These videos I do are just me in the flow state. So whatever my higher self, when it integrates into my body, immediately comes up with an idea, I just speak about it. That's how I roll and that's how I work. It makes it seem like I'm a know-it-all to a lot of people, but really I'm just like, I'm in tune with my spiritual self, with my guides. So that's just who I is. But anywho, today I want to speak about with you is integrity. Now, one, integrity is really about having strong morals and beliefs that you go based off of, that you expect from yourself and what you expect from others, pretty much what you're trying to bring to the table. But looking throughout history of living in this human experience is that majority of us have forgotten what integrity is, especially when it comes into relationships. Like, for example, I was in multiple relationships where I would get manipulated or get used or pretty much get blamed for, or pretty much the one with always seeing the negative, always having the problems in the relationship. And I realized that I didn't put my integrity first off in the beginning of the relationship before jumping right into it. And that's what stemmed me from allowing myself to be hurt in the long run. Now, what I'm saying is that you need to let people know how you feel. You need to express yourself with confidence and have no shame in the expression of your feelings. Because how you feel is who you are, and how you think is what makes up what you allow yourself to be. And in that midst of a moment of not integrating your integrity, you're really allowing that person just to do and act the way that they want to, and yet later on you look at them like, why did I even allow this? You know? Like, I'm not only stemming that from relationships, period, but I'm stemming it down in regards, period, towards your interaction with other people. Because the most important thing that needs to be known is what's good for you and what that person is going to bring to you to the table. Because if you don't do that, you're going to tolerate anything. And tolerance is not even what's up for cards. Understand that how you mold yourself and how far you come in life, you worked very deliberate on molding yourself the way that you want it to be. And especially like if you gain so much peace from everything that has fled from your life and everyone. If you gained a lot of clarity, if you gain the perspective of improving and evolving into a spiritual being, or really focus on your career, you worked hard for the things that made up who you are from where you used to be. You can't allow anyone to try to diminish that because of their own beliefs. Because if you do that, no one is going to have any respect for how you want to be and the version of yourself that you see. Integrity should be implicated because you have confidence in who you are, and you have confidence that you can bring a lot to the table. But you have to make sure someone is willing to match up with that. It's the same thing. It's like, don't lower your standards for people. Make sure their vibration matches up with yours, so you guys can have always a mutual understanding and a good amount of fairness into the relationship. Now, I know it sounds like I'm really integrating this into relationships, but it's really what it comes down to. Relationships really teach you a lot of experiencing interactions. And not only that, honestly, Be truthful. Be truthful with your friends. Be truthful before you get into a relationship. Be truthful about how you feel. Like, if you want to have kids, or if you do want to move into a certain area in life, or if you do believe in this, or you do like that, and someone kind of judges that, you know, the one thing I'm starting to learn is that if anyone starts to feel offended by you asking certain questions that are going to benefit both of you, because you have the fairness of wanting both of you guys to have integrity, they're still having traumas they haven't dealt with. They're still having implications of memories from the past that they still haven't yet fully accepted within themselves. So therefore, they're just playing the victimization game and the blame game on you. And that shouldn't be integrated. That shouldn't be tolerated. You know, it's about time we start growing up and maturing and start realizing our flaws and thinking that we're just perfection. Yes, we are perfection in divine's eyes, but yet there's no such thing as thinking there's no issues when there are a little bit of things that we do go through in life that we haven't yet dealt with or accepted in order for us to fully heal. Now is the time to really grow up and understand the things that are not healthy for you and the things that are going to help you become healthy for your well-being. I remember where I used to get called a narcissist a lot. That really interests me because the ones who called me narcissist are the ones who really were the narcissists. And it really opened my eyes to be more aware of all the things I haven't accepted of my past that really brought me so much trauma. Now that's why I choose to be very have so much discernment in my peripheral visions of how people present themselves. Because now I'm just having the willpower to just say what I want, to say how I feel, and to put a little bit jokey manner into it, because I'm not here to offend anyone. I'm here just to be truthful, because this is who I am, and if you don't like it or respect it, I can't allow you into my organic field and allow you to penetrate my aura with your weird ass energy. It's not the way it's gonna roll with me, not anymore. If you're not willing to grow up and realize you got some issues you haven't dealt with yet, understand that you have to clean out your energy before you allow anyone in your energy. If you're not willing to elevate to a level where you feel whole within yourself, don't put yourself in a predicament like that. Because a person who sees something wrong with you or judges you or really doesn't have fairness in the mutuality of your interaction, that person's not really going to have any sense of selflessness sometimes. They're only going to see through the eyes of self. We're whole. We're part of this universal consciousness. We're connected. And if people who are too selfish to want to have a win-win scenario rather than I'm right, you're wrong, then that's manipulation. That's traumas that haven't been healed yet. You want to live in your frequency, your vibration of where things that are not tolerated are going to propel from you. Right now is the time to own your energy. It's the time to embrace this change of elevating into your own natural frequency. And a lot of people will not understand that. But if people who don't understand that, those are the people you should not surround yourself with, period. Because you want people to elevate to your level. Because when you open up and when you awaken, you're rising and you continue to rise. You continue to do the inner work. And people who don't do the inner work are the ones who are really going to become so lost that they're going to allow people into their maze, and those people are going to get lost. And that's how people end up losing themselves. That was deep. And here's another thing I wanted to add. It is stemming towards relationships. A lot of people in relationships want that person to kind of be an angel to them, to bring them the blessings that they always wanted, as in the happiness, the joy, the sensation of fulfillment of sexual desires. here's the thing. You can't expect energetic life forms into your life if you're not willing to create heaven on earth for you. Because angels don't live in hell. There's no goodness in hell. There's no goodness in unhealed trauma. There isn't. There's love no matter what. There's goodness in that person. But if that person's not willing to see their own internal issues and willing to adjust them and balance themselves out spiritually, that person is going to be messed up in every energetic field that they have. And that aura is going to just penetrate everyone else. And if you're not willing to discern and see past the physicality of someone, you're not really going to understand what it is you need. And most people who just rush into relationships are not seeing the true meaning and purpose of things. You have to understand that you worked hard for who you are, so have confidence and set down your boundaries onto the table. It's like for example, when someone wants to have a kid but the other person doesn't, but yet they're staying in that relationship because they like that person, that's demonic. Or for another example, it's like majority of parents nowadays. I'm not in love with my wife, but I'm with her because of the kids. That's very demonic. What I mean by demonic, that's very deceiving. And you're not teaching your kids a really good example at that either. And yet you're not even truly explaining to yourself what love truly is, because are you doing what's best for you? Are you making yourself happy? That's the thing. You want to be whole and complete, and being whole and complete integrates integrity. Therefore, you know your morals, you know your values, and when you do, you will be able to discern and not allow anything into your life that's going to manipulate you or think otherwise or think something's wrong with you. Understand this. When people are opinionating you and you have that little ego in your mind telling you kind of that's true, don't believe it. If your heart is telling you that's not true, if your heart is telling you how you feel, if your heart is telling you that who you are is true, it's true. And it's okay to set your boundaries down. It's okay. There's nothing wrong with doing that. Don't feel guilty and don't feel shameful for expressing how you feel and what you want. Because you deserve the best. And if no one's not willing to give you that best, they're not going to respect you. Therefore, you already know you got to kick them to the curb. And yeah, the road may seem lonely, but it can't be lonely when you're doing and having what's best for you. That's the way this life works. This life is yours and yours only. You worked hard for it to get this far in life. Don't let anyone just come right in and do and allow anything to you. So have some integrity. Be confident who you are. Embrace the change of the elevation that you have molded into, and be proud of how far you have come. And be proud that you have been able to construct this foundation for yourself. Because you deserve to have everything that you want. And don't allow anything less than that. So, that was for today's video. If you guys really enjoy it, smash that like button. Like I said, caress it sometimes, you know. It's just a good feeling to hit that like button. And also, I really appreciate the subscriptions and the likes. It really helps the community that I want to build, to awaken people to find the love for themselves that's only within. But also, follow me on Instagram where I do daily quotes. I share a lot of other integrated followers that I follow and their work, and it's just very inspirational and uplifting. And I just want to uplift you and empower you to the best of your ability, and also for you to be the best version of yourself. So until then, also hit that notification button to get daily videos from me. And also, I really appreciate